It's Week 15 of the NFL.
And we'll get a look here at All-Pro Davante Adams. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week.
It's the Raiders and the Falcons on Monday Night Prime Time.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And
Here's the punt of Bradley Pinion to get this one going. And off we go in Monday Night Prime Time. Good looking return here, and he's got room. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by the mustached quarterback from Washington State, Gardner Minshew.
Gardner's the kind of guy that you just say his name. You just look at him there with the mustache in the huddle. He just puts a smile on your face. And oh, by the way, he tends to elevate the people around him. Last year in Indianapolis, filling in for Anthony Richardson, yeah, it was only 15 touchdowns on paper, but man, he made that team believe, that city believe, and he's hoping to do the same here in Vegas.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He gets this to Michael Mayer. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Going left side, Madison with it. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup and a second down.
Brings up second down.
Fakes the handoff. Now Minshew. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Minshew working from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And leading them out in his 13th season out of Michigan State is Kirk Cousins.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Man in motion here. First and 10, here's Cousins. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't gonna risk a throw or force something. He brings up second down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. Up the middle they go with Madison. He's contained at the line for no gain. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Madison again. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. David Onyemata there for the stop. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Minshew looking to throw. That's Mayer. He's got it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They send a tight end in motion. They'll go right back to Madison. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10, Minshew has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
7 yards on the run. That sets up an easily attainable 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Minshew. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And that takes them to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Minshew. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the shotgun, Minshew. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
Play action, it's Minshew. Finds a man right side. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards and it keeps this drive moving. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first is Minshew. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. 2nd and 3 now. Sticking in the air with Minshew. He'll get it complete to Alexander Madison. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Madison. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. 8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To the ground with Madison. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the gain, so now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 8.
Now 3rd and goal.
Minshew to throw. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Richie Grant.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw, but you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
The Falcons ready for their next possession. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 28. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Pass is caught, that's Darnell Mooney. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41.
And the Falcons first down.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And it'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. So we're through 1 as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. From the 36. Pitts brings it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Number 8, Kyle Pitts. A gain of 7. 1st down, Falcons.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 1st down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Throwing is Cousins. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. So now here's 3rd and 5. To the air, Cousins. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Trey Tucker to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Minshew on first down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Running right, it's Madison. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Minshew working from the gun. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And that's good for a gain of 5. Braylon Trice there to meet him. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Robinson on the inside give. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play action now for Cousins. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. The Raiders and Alexander Madison ready for another go on offense. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They give it to Madison. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This is ahead for about 5. A.J. Terrell making that stop. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, a run for Madison. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. The give now to Madison. And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A handoff for Madison, running left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
He gets this one to Myers. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Now the give for Bijan. And this one doesn't go far. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
A toss now to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Minshew. The Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Now Minshew has a man, it's Madison. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Falcons will take over. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, here's Cousins. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Falcons looking at first and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third down give to Robinson. Decent gain here, but short of the first. They get 9 out of the run, but a chunk of yards remaining now on fourth down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Raiders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Putting a receiver in motion. First and 10, Minshew. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
He was covered by Hayden Ellis.
Out of the gun, Minshew. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
Enough goes to Madison, running right. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
So the defense decides to decline the penalty. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Falcons and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. First down throw for Cousins. That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Cousins. Hauled in left side. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Now Cousins on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. Now Cousins again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. Another try following the sack. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They'll run it with Bijan. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Bradley Pinion on now to punt. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll have a chance to run one play before time expires. Well, no pushing the envelope, it appears, in what remains of this first half. He's going to take a knee and watch that time run out here. We're at halftime here in Vegas. The Raiders defending their building thus far. As we send things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Trevor Lawrence, strong in the victory, as his guys run their record to 10-4 now with 2 weeks to go. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Joshua Dobbs leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Out comes the Atlanta offense for the debut possession of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Another carry for Robinson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. A tight end in motion now. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding, offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Staying with Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards there. That brings up second down.
Brings up second down.
Handoff now to Robinson. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Find Diablo there on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up 4th and long. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Madison again. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. A.J. Terrell making that stop. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go right back to Madison. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the pistol, Minshew. Completed to his running back. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackled by Rook Orororo. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32.
They send a man in motion. From the 32. He's on the move. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Here's Minshew. That's complete. Here's Madison. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Man in motion here. Here's Robinson up the middle. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he gets this one down to the 27. This play goes for 36. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Going to the ground again on first. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Tight end going in motion here. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Oh, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Coup with the extra point. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Tucker now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. They've got first down from the 31. Pressure coming, it's Minshew. Finds his target, Gallup. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Out of the gun, Madison. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Inside handoff goes to Madison. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Up the middle they go with Madison. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still third down.
After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. Play action, it's Minshew. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding, offense.
Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. Pitts brings it in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. New series coming up following the punt. And it'll be Raider football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They give it to Madison. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. David Onyemata there for the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, a run for Madison. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now the give for Bijan. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 34-yard line.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Falcons with the football. They're leading, but not by a ton. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Cousins. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. Minshew on first down. This is hauled in by Myers. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's Madison. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A 9-yard gain helps them recover in short order. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with Madison. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Minshew setting up to throw. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Falcons will take over. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. Here's Cousins now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down throw for Cousins. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now it's Cousins. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he could not get there. They stopped him right at the line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Minshew. Oh no, he lost control of another one. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Here's the give to Madison, and they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a 3-yard gain for him. That leaves 3rd and 14 now.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Back to throw, Minshew. Has a man, it's Madison. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Running it after the penalty. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Falcons will have plenty of work to do on their next drive. Man in motion out of the slot. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First and 10, here's Cousins. Hits him on the in route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Running left is Robinson. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 now. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And they get this down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Staying with Robinson. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs. Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. 1st and 10, Minshew. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they've made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders losing by 7. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he is to throw. Gallup there to haul it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll come up 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Got a man, Bowers has it. And this one does not go far. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
To throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw it. Had to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Went to the oh-well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Raiders 6.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Tucker now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Raiders are back onto the field, led by Gardner Minshew. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Minshew. Finds his target, Gallup. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 3. Able to hit Gallup, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. On the move, headed right. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Throwing on first is Minshew. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Sticking in the air with Minshew. Shakes it, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.